YouTube, what is going on? We are doing a video which personally I have not seen anybody else do, and if somebody has, I apologize, to them. I just haven't seen it in my feed. But we're going to be going over the two best characters in the game. We are going over the current strongest and the strongest in history, that being Domain Expansion Gojo and Domain Expansion Sukuna. Now, honestly, what I think is going to end up happening and what I want to do is that eventually I do want to activate both of their domains, because it's not like the actual anime and the manga where they conflict with one another. It doesn't matter because one activates and then the other activates. It's not like they do at the same time. But I want to see how well they both perform together, because honestly I think it's going to be absolutely insane. We do have Yaga and Nanami, my two absolute favorite go-to support characters in the game. Also just super easy to use. Obviously Toji's in the back, he's just there for cool looks, just because he's also my favorite character in the entire show. So let's go ahead and jump into some content with these two monsters and see how they do.
Had the formidable battle, and what we're going to be doing, obviously we are going to just prioritize getting all of these mobs out of the way. We're going to be boosting overall damage output for both of the characters with Yaga and Nanami. Now, the first phase really isn't the big problem. It's when we get here, and this is actually good because I want to make sure we try to get everyone's abilities active and going.
Now, because of the raw power of these two, honestly, the boss might go down very quickly. And luckily, he seems to be putting up somewhat of a fight, which is good. And I want to make sure it stays that way just because, like I said, these two guys are going to be doing a lot of damage. So I want to make sure I start building up Sukuna so that eventually we can see his raw skill 3 maxed out all the way.
With Gojo's domain, hopefully we'll use the skill 1. And then
it's crazy. The boss didn't really stand a chance.
The extreme level 2, obviously the mobs are going to be a little more intense, which is fine. We're going to be able to boost all of our damage, and then
Gojo and Sukuna are going to still be able to do boatloads of damage, as you can see there. And Sukuna takes the first one down, which is fine, right?
So for this, I want to make sure I activate the recollection bit, boost
Gojo's overall cursed energy, just so that we can get access to his ultimate a little quicker. And with Sukuna, I just want to make sure I build up his damage output so that when skill 3 is available to be used at 90, we're rocking. Like right here, we're good to go. We're absolutely chilling. We will use the domain expansion, and then we're going to be using skill 3 maxed out with all the buffs available with Yaga and Nanami, as well as the increased damage to the enemy with Gojo. Now, obviously, yeah, I could have boosted this damage even more. Oh my god, 1.6. I could have boosted even more with using the skill 1 to inflict laceration onto the enemy to further enhance and boost that damage. But as you saw, it didn't matter. 1.6 million. It's just absolutely insane. So we got Toto here, and everybody first time taking it on, so we had that little intro. That's fine, right? So we're going to be using Sukuna second to actually, you know what, let's go ahead and do laceration first to inflict them with the laceration so that our damage dealt is going to be increased, right? And so because of the fact that they're not going to be taking a whole lot of damage from blue, that's actually not bad, and I have no problem with that,
because Sukuna is going to be able to slowly build up. And that's, like I said, that's exactly what
I want to happen. And so we're going to get one stack of the laceration, right? And so now we're going to be slowly building him up. I want to make sure I activate Gojo's ability, and we will just target Momo. I want to make sure, boom, laceration right there, and then further increase our damage output, because I do want to see what he's going to be able to do with the skill 3, right? So we got one more instance of skill 3. Gojo we will use on, we'll use on Todo, and then we'll use Laceration over here just so that we can, boom. All right, that is actually perfect. Laceration right there. Yeah, Todo is fine, whatever. So now we got boom, and I'm going to do this. We're going to get a little bit more skill buffs. I want to see what Sukuna is going to be able to do with damage disadvantageous. Words are hard sometimes. So boom. All right, that's perfect. 600k, so little under half. Now, trying to get both of their domains to activate is going to be hard. So that's what I'm going to try to focus on here with this battle, right? So I want to make sure that obviously we get Gojo's off faster, simply because of the fact that once his is going, he's available for a little bit longer. In Sukuna, I'm going to prioritize his first attack while inflicting laceration, but it's also going to be increasing his ultimate gauge. And that is the ultimate goal, right? So we'll do this, we'll do this, and then we'll just boost damage as well with the other two, because we don't want to keep attacking with red, given the fact that this is super effective and with both of these enemies. Sukuna slowly building up. That's fine. That's good. It's exactly what we want. Now we will be using... Okay, so Nanami's dead. That's fine. We'll use this, boom, and then I guess we'll just use the skill 3 with Toji. Try to do as little damage as we can. So we got the ultimate with Gojo. Sukuna? No. So it would be one more turn. We won't have enough time to be activating that. That's fine. Whatever. We'll see how Sukuna is going to be doing with 40, right? And I'm sure it's not going to be the 1.3, 1.6 million, whatever it was the first time around, or even like the minuscule 600k. It's actually going to end up being 472. So it was less. I want to see if I can get both of their ultimates off, and I'll get back to you guys when I do that. All right, so we are here. This was actually the very next battle I decided to take on Extreme Level 2, but as you can see, Sukuna and Gojo are ready to rock and roll. So we're going to be using Sukuna right here. Then we are going to be using the Recollection bit as well. No buffs additional from the other two, which is completely fine because Gojo is going to be providing that towards Sukuna's ultimate. So we have Infinite Void active. Now we are going to be getting Malevolent Shrine going as well with the Recollection bit. And dude, oh my god, dude. That's so much damage. Obviously, they're having the combined attack. That's fine. We're not going to be seeing overall. And 2.9 and 2.7 million. Yeah. They, I would say the only downside with them, with their ultimates, is that for Sukuna, it's going to take a little bit longer to get going. Gojo's is pretty easy to get activated, but overall, honestly, running both of them together might not be the best idea, but it is sure damn fun.